What's going on, guys? Alex Moreno from Moreno Fit back for another YouTube video, and today we're gonna be doing a little bit of an upper body push day. And since the gyms are still closed here, thanks to Governor Walz, we'll be doing it at home. Okay, so what time do we got here? 6:41. All right. So right now, I'm just kind of wearing some like tan pants, my dudes, black Reebok shirt. I'm gonna be switching over into, I'm thinking some joggers here. So let me set this up. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, all set up here. Got tan hoodie on because you need to be warm when you're warming up. At least I do. It feels good. Okay. Got black Alphalete joggers on, the comfiest of them all. All right, so I'm gonna set up the ring light just to get a little bit better lighting over into our next room over. Oh man, I gotta get some lifting shoes on. I'm thinking these bad boys. Thanks, Melinda. Drop. Ready? Best of friends. Not a bad lighting setup. I kind of dig that, actually. You guys ready to be taken through the home gym? It ain't much, man. One room. All right. Up here in our little ghetto closet here that we haven't really fixed up. We haven't really redone any of these walls like we have like the rest of the house pretty much since we moved in. But we got my weightlifting belt, a few bands here that I got from Amazon a little while ago, another green band. We got a couple stability balls, little box there for like Bulgarian splits box, box jumps, that sort of thing. A few dumbbells, the 35s, 15s, 45, little mats, adjustable bench. And then we just picked this little couple packs of flooring from TJ Maxx. It was only like $14 for 4 of these. So we got the 2 packs of that. Originally 1 pack, but Melinda brought up that we should get 2 packs, but we just started off with the 1 and figured like anything that we were doing, we need a little bit more space for, especially like deadlifts and that. Primarily what I'll probably be using it for is deadlifts, but we got barbell, a couple 10s, a couple 25s, 2 sets of 45s here, and then a little mirror that we've been using here, you know, because you need a little bit of flex being going on, right? I'm just kidding. But we got our window here because we don't really have any sort of like fan stuff going on, so that's pretty much our only ventilation going on right now is just when we open up the window. It's kind of cold out. You know, right now it's only showing like, is it gonna focus? 28 degrees. A little bit chilly this time of year in northern Minnesota. I'm gonna hit a little bit of a warm up real quick, and then so you guys can kind of see like what I do primarily with bands for my warm up, specifically like that upper body. Just got our lowest resistance band here for a little bit of a warm up. Throwing my hands in, and then bands are on my back just above the elbows here. And then basically just a band chest press with it for 20 reps I usually do here. Really focusing on the activation in the chest. Next one I usually go into is just like a band row here. So just throwing the thumbs inside the bands. You can throw the bands under both of your feet. I'll show you from the side a little bit, but just under mid-Twitter, so try to get it like symmetrical under your feet here, and then straighten out your back, retract and press them shoulder blades, so bring them together, down, and then be doing a band row here. Just doing some band pull aparts with the band grabbing overhand here towards the edges, or if you have like a lower resistance band, then you can bring your hands in a little bit closer and be a little bit more resistance for you. Focusing on pulling it apart. And then with these, you want to try to have like a constant angle in your elbows, and then kind of focusing on pulling with the rear delts. So the back side of your shoulders where the rear deltoid is. I usually refer to the next ones as like band pull overs, but I don't think that's like the technical term for it, but that's just kind of like the name that I use for them. But starting with the bands like just in front of you, across your hips here. Rotating that band over your body here. Just kind of warming up the shoulders here. And then you can also focus on a little bit more of a chest stretch with it. If you just kind of hold it back here on your backside. So this will be our dynamic warm-up, and it's a specific warm-up because we're working on warming up the specific, hence the name, muscles that we're going to be working today. All right, so obviously, like with your home workouts, they're not going to be the same as the gym workouts unless you normally do calisthenics or you have like a suspension trainer like a TRX that you always do at the gym. But as I do primarily like the strength training, hypertrophy, a little bit of powerlifting in there, kind of like power building, you know, kind of a mix between the two. That's kind of like where I like to be in. It's a little bit tougher to do that stuff at home. Like if you don't have a rack like me, then you're just kind of making do with what you got. So we're gonna be starting off with the compound movement, just being a floor press, okay? So kind of mimicking the chest press, okay? Sure, it's on like the center of those 10 plates because I don't want it to like be just sitting on the edge of the 10 plate and then just like roll off and just mess me up. Like whenever you watch like the gym fail videos and they got like home gym setups going, I don't know, man. Something about it just like, I hope that's not gonna be me one day. I can see it though. So I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't been like feeling it too much the last few days for like at home workouts. The first couple days that I did it, it wasn't so bad. Mainly like that first one where I was doing the sumo deadlifts out here. That one was feeling pretty all right, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of like the motivation and definitely like discipline is like, you know, I try to get as much as I can in with like what I have, but like just the atmosphere of like being in the gym versus working out at home is definitely different. You know, I feel like that's the main point that people struggle with, at least like the clients that I've talked to at our gym the first time that we had the COVID shutdown. It's like the discipline of just like doing it, like you have the time usually. It's just hard to make yourself do it, you know, but just like grinding something out, whatever it be, even if it's only like 20 minutes or so, still getting some movement in, your blood pumping, you know, get a little bit of a stress reliever with it. So release some endorphins, feel better, just grind it out even if it's like that 20 minutes or so. You know, I feel like it just really doesn't want to get just in the right spot. Doesn't want to get in the right spot. So now we're gonna be getting set up for the standing overhead shoulder press.
Stop looking at it.
These guys.
I'm gonna be finished up with the barbell for the overhead press here. I'm gonna switch to the seated Arnold press. Probably with I'm gonna probably try out the 35s, see how that goes. Usually I do like 25, 30 pounds or so. So I might drop down to the 15s, but you know, that's what we got, so. So the next exercise that we're gonna be doing is kind of like a chest fly here. Okay, I'm gonna be working with the 15-pound dumbbells here, okay? So with this, right now I have the bench set to like a slight incline. So the second setting above the flat, so a little bit more of the incline with it, just focusing on the upper and the inner pectoral muscles, okay? That's really where I'm trying to grow, especially recently. So like the last like couple months I've been really trying to focus on that area of my chest because I know it's lacking. So been really trying to focus on it. So like when you're doing this incline bench, dumbbell chest fly here, kind of focusing on kind of rotating that elbow inwards. So almost like an external rotation with your hand, but focusing a little bit more on the elbows, okay? It's a little cue that I've found to kind of activate my pectoral muscles a lot better, rather than just like doing the movement. So when you're focusing on hypertrophy specifically, you really want to be focused on the contractions of the muscles, okay, and activating the muscles that you're trying to work, rather than just going through the motions. And especially on the eccentric movements. So when your muscles are lengthening for this, it would be when you're dropping the dumbbells back down, you want to be fighting it, okay? So there's still the progress to be made and work to be put in when you're fighting it during that eccentric movement. So you don't want to just like let it fly down and, just remember, just fight it all the way down, okay? All right, so now that I've done a little bit of work with the comp up movements, started out with that floor press, went into the overhead press, now the incline bench, dumbbell fly here for the chest. I'm gonna be doing a tricep exercise. It's gonna be overhead tricep extension with a dumbbell here. I'm gonna be in the seated position. I'm gonna be working with the 45-pound dumbbell here. Nap time, man. Just kidding. Not enough work's been done yet. And there definitely hasn't been enough food eaten today either. Resets down. I'm gonna do one more. I got one more. Using your thumbs to check emails burns calories too, right? Just doing the texting stuff, I'm just kidding. I like to think I'm funny sometimes, but I think my girlfriend disagrees with me for the most part. If you don't laugh at your own jokes and there's nobody else around to laugh at your jokes, then, laugh at your own jokes. Unless they're sharing them jokes with the whole internet, then, I don't know, man. Just do your best. All right, so a little bit burnt out now. Oh my God, my battery's about to die here. All right, I'm gonna switch my battery and then we're gonna do one more exercise here. It's gonna be isometric push-up, okay? So just holding in like a half push-up position. Let's do it. What is up? All right, so I'm back, got the battery switched over. I'm gonna be hitting 3 isometric push-ups and 20 seconds a piece, about 20 seconds rest in between each set for it. You're about to see my face get super red, okay? That might have been a little bit overkill. It's not gonna be as red as like when I'm finishing up some heavy squats or something, but it's definitely gonna be red, so remind me to breathe through the camera, through the interwebs. Just remind me to breathe, okay? Doing a little bit of rest here, a little bit. So yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, dyed my hair a few days ago with the munchkin, so I think it looks pretty good. It was supposed to be a little bit more blue than it is. It was like a blue-black semi-permanent one. Something to try. Magnifico. That shall conclude the little workout for at home today. Just let me die in peace for a second here. It's hot. It's closing time. Da, 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 da. I don't know the actual rest of the lyrics right. Dad, throw the rope for me, throw the rope. Drop. Ready? Ready? Go girl. Go girl. Drop. You playing with the toys that your grandma's house? No, don't go for you. Oh my god, I just like feel it ringing out of the saliva. That's so lovely. Alright, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you bear with me on that. You know, it wasn't like the most crazy educational or entertaining video. You know, I want to get back into making videos and, you know, like being furloughed for the gym's closing. Got a little bit of time on my hands here, even though still finishing up with the semester here. So got a couple classes, both online, of course. Drinking water right down there, man. Whatever. All right. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know which exercise you guys thought was like the most creative. I guess. I guess like whatever, man. Just whatever. I'll talk to you guys later.